There's a room at the end of a long dead hall where the shadows are pinned to the velvet wall. Rows of ribbons in a copper tin, waiting for the light to let the memories in. I'm cataloging whispers in the smell of the rain, the faded Polaroids of a phantom pain. The ink is a ghost and the paper is old, a million stories that were never told. Rewind the vision, steady the reel, got you no longer feel. Oh, welcome to the amberage, where the dead sensations are still alive, preserved in the resin, preserved in the dust, safe from the hunger of the wind and the rust. Amber, everything we used to know.
Everything we used to know. Everything we used to know.
Through a tape echo that begins to oscillate, shimmering psychedelic effect. A distorted organ enters, playing a slow, mournful melody. The drums switch to a march and snare pattern, sounding like a distant parade caught on a grainy home movie. The faces are blurred in the flickering light, ghosts of a summer in the middle of night. A silent piano and a broken toy, of a vanished joy. We're filing the laughter under S for the smoke, the punchline of a very old forgotten joke. So close your eyes and let the projector run until the archives and the heart are one. Welcome to the amber arcade, where the dead sensations are still alive, preserved in the resin, preserved in the dust, safe from the hunger of the wind and the rust. Amber, everything we used to know. Projecting, fading, end of record.
Everything we used to know.
The frost is blooming on the kitchen pane, a silver map of the winter rain. But down the hall where the shadows sleep, there's a golden promise that the floorboards keep. I'll wrap myself in the honeyed light to hide away from the coming night.
The tea is cold, but the air is sweet in the tiny kingdom where the seasons meet.
stone, the warmest place I have ever known. Amber,
Amber,
glow,
glow.
leaving the world and the winter below.
The clock is ticking in a wooden box.
Ignoring the world and its heavy shocks.
There's a faded picture on a cedar shelf
Of a younger man that I called myself. The walls are tea-stained, the rugs are thin, but they won't let the bitter weather in.
So let the wind howl and let the sky turn gray.
We're 1,000 miles and a dream away. Stay a while in the amber room where the light is thick and the lilies bloom. A pocket of sun in a house of stone, the warmest place I have ever known. Amber,
Amber,
glow,
glow.
leaving the world and the winter below. In the amber, stay a while. In the light. There's a fever in the circuit, a poison in the well, a neon-colored heaven and a high-voltage hell. I'm drinking from the river where the mercury flows, a chemical secret that the laboratory knows. My nerves are like wires, they're starting to fray. In the lime green light of a synthetic day, the air is a static, the air is a sting. Listen to the song that the parasites sing. The pulse is accelerating, the vision is segregated. Inject the sound that the world is Toxin, flowing through the vein. Toxin, shutting out the brain. A bittersweet venom, a beautiful crime, killing the rhythm and killing the time. It's in the water, it's in the air. The toxin is everywhere.
The toxin is everywhere. Don't you look behind you, don't you turn your head. The road is paved with ashes of the things we never said. The valley's made of sulfur and the sky's made of brass, watching every shadow as a lonely pilgrim's path. I've got a thirst that's older than the water in the well, treading on the borders of a wide and silent hell. Keep your eyes on the horizon, keep your heart inside the light. One look back is all it takes to lose the holy sight. Standing like a pillar of salt, frozen by a heavy and a bitter white fall. A monument to longing in a desert made of stone, the hardest kind of worship that the world has ever known. Bitter, white, buried in the middle of the night. Oh, bitter, white, buried in the middle of the night. Oh, with the thumb thumping a constant low string, while the fingers play a high, dissonant, sliding melody. The claps become a polyrhythmic fire, several tracks of hands clapping over each other in a ritualistic frenzy. A distant, wordless bad old hum provides the only melodic pad. The wind is tasting of the sea, but the sea is long ago. A million miles of memory that I'm not supposed to know. My skin is turning crystal and my blood is turning dry, underneath the hollow of a red and judging eye. If you find me in the morning, let the desert keep the frame. A statue with no spirit and a man without a name, standing like a pillar of salt, frozen by a heavy and a bitter white fault. A monument to longing in a desert made of stone, the hardest kind of worship that the world has ever known. Bitter, white, buried in the middle of the night. Oh, bitter, white, buried in the middle of the night. Oh, don't know that pillar of salt, 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 salt.
Reflects the mercury and the city heat. Beneath the firescapes where the shadows grow tall, there's a secret history written on the wall. The steam is rising from the iron grate, while the hungry ghosts are staring at a hollow plate. It's a jungle of rebar, it's a forest of glass, watching all the broken-hearted losers pass. The sirens are singing, the turbines are grinding, looking for the exit that nobody's finding. Lost in the concrete labyrinth, built on a foundation soot and plinth. No map for the soul, no light for the eye. Underneath the ceiling of a small gray sky, the city is a cage, is a beast, feeding on the hunger of the west and the east. I saw a man selling maps to a place that don't exist, vanishing like smoke in the carbon monoxide mist. The rats are the kings and the pigeons are the spies, watching the ambition as it withers and dies. The sidewalk dark as a graveyard of maybe and soon, howling at the flicker of a neon moon. So tighten up your laces and sharpen your skin, because the labyrinth never lets the daylight in. About speed, but about attitude. Full of wide, aggressive vibrato and squealing pinch harmonics. The rhythm section stay locked in a heavy hypnotic stomp. At 3:45, the guitar begins a pattern that mirrors the sound of a jackhammer. Lost in the concrete labyrinth, built on a foundation of soot and plinth. No map for the soul, no light for the eye. Underneath the ceiling of a small gray sky, the city is a cage, city is a beast, feeding on the hunger of the west and the east. Strolls in the concrete labyrinth, blows in the concrete labyrinth, blows in the concrete labyrinth, blows built on a fountain of soot and